All right, and I should have done the tab this way. I didn't really think about it. We're going to skip 16.2 till the next video. We're going to do 16.3 first. You don't have to have this one to do this one. That doesn't matter. So we are going to put this on 133. We'll come back and do this one on 134 and 135. So sector area is what we're going to talk about. We'll talk about what a sector means and defining the area of it. Okay, so go ahead and turn to 133. I'm going to label that title, label that page. So 133, 16.3, sector area. Okay, we're going to glue in the foldable here, but let's talk about how to actually fold it. So it looks like this. I'm going to fold this up. So I've got area of a circle, area of a sector, and then I'm going to fold this down. So it says formulas. Okay. And now I'm actually going to cut it. So I have two flaps right here. Okay. We will review area of a circle again real quick, and then we will talk about area of a sector. We'll go ahead and glue this in sideways on 133, and then we'll get started with reviewing area of a circle, which we learned yesterday or in the last video. Okay, so let's glue that in, and then let's get started on the formulas and the area of a circle.
First half of this foldable is area of a circle, which we've already done. What is area of a circle again? Pi r squared. So we're going to then open this piece up right here. So pi r squared. All right. All of these, examples 1 through 4, say use 3.14 for pi. So you're going to use 3.14. I'm going to set a timer. I want you to do 1 through 4. Because that's a review of what we have done before. Okay. Example 1. Find the area of a circle, use 3.14. So what did you guys set up? Now, you can type all this in at the same time, or you can do it in pieces, but make sure you do 12 squared first because of exponents. What is the area to the nearest tenth? Point what? Okay. What did you 3.14 times? Times what? Point what? Feet squared. All right, now example 3 and 4, you have to find the radius and the diameter. So how did you find the radius for example 3? Divide what by 3? Okay, did you write any equation or you just started dividing it and taking square roots? That's a great way to explain it. Yeah, it's the exact formula we're using. It's the one we've been using. You just take the area and set it equal to pi r squared. We're just using 3.14 instead of pi because it told us to. So you guys said you did do these steps though. You divide by 3.14. What is 379.94 divided by 3.14? 421? 121 equals r squared. So then what'd you do? Took the square root. R equals. Now you do need to know that when you get back to algebra again, algebra 2, that there's a positive and a negative 11. We just don't want a negative because it's a circle. The radius can't be negative. It's distance. Not distance. You can't have a negative distance. Radius is the distance between. You're still, even if you turn around, you're going forward. It's still positive distance. You still add miles to your car.
Distance in your life is always the absolute value.
Yes. Alright, find the diameter of the circle. Shh. What'd you do on this one? What is 19.625 divided by 3.14? And then what'd you do? You got the answer. The diameter is 5 meters. Alright, here is the new information that you're learning today. The area of a sector. A sector is just a piece of the circle. And it literally is a portion or a fraction of the circle. Which means, what is the whole degrees in a circle? 360. Let's look up here and let's think about our formula. I don't care about this portion right here. I don't like that. Alright, if I'm finding this sector area, how many total degrees are there in a circle? And I'm finding the area, so I need to multiply by pi r squared. What goes here? The angle of this degree. So the measure of angle APB. That is what is new. We find the portion of the circle and multiply it by pi r squared. Yeah. So example 5, find the area of the sector. It already gives you the angle, so how am I going to set that up? The area is what? .14 because it says use 3.14. 4 squared. Do you know how to get a fraction on your calculator? Alpha y equals enter. Okay, type that in and get us a decimal. It says round to the nearest 10th. .7 inches squared. It's still squared because it's still area. Do number 6. Alright, how did you set up number 6? And what did you say you got? Is it 0.6? Kilometers squared. Alright, number 7. Remember, area equals, sometimes instead of, you'll just see the letter M, because M means the measure of the angle, times pi r squared. We are looking for the radius. We know that the area is 64.11. Do we know the fraction? 150 over 360. We're using 3.14 for pi, and we don't know r. What are we going to do to solve for r? Okay, we could divide by the fraction. Let's go ahead and multiply these two together. But do not round. That's the problem. If you round, you're going to have a problem. It does give you a decimal. A repeating decimal. A repeating decimal means you could simplify it to a fraction. So the fraction 150 over 360 times 3.14. If you press math and enter twice, it'll tell you it's 157 over 120. You know, though, if we do that and we just have pi, not 3.14, we're going to have a problem. So let's not do that. Let's divide by 3.14 first. All it means is we're just going to be dividing twice. It doesn't really matter which one you do first. So I still have 150 over 360 times r squared. What is 64.11 divided by 3.14? Oh, see, we'll have to round on that one too. Since we don't really kind of need to round. Let's put 4 decimal places till we get to the very end. Okay. How do we get r by itself now? You can divide by 150 over 360, but it's also the same as doing what? Multiplying by the reciprocal. Either one gives you the exact same answer. So, either divide or multiply by the reciprocal. R squared equals which is why we didn't need to round here, because if we had rounded too much here, we might not have gotten close. We probably would have gotten close, but not. It's 49.0013. And then we take the square root, and it is 7. The radius is 7 inches. How did I what? Okay. Alright, we're going to do number 8 as well. How do we set up number 8? Okay, let's divide by 3.14 first again. Again, it doesn't matter if you divide by 3.14 first, or if you divide by the fraction, or if you, whatever, you don't have to do all that first. It just depends on which one you want to do first. 0.6115 is what I got. Okay, then what? Either divide by 85 over 360, your calculator will do that for you, or you're multiplying by the reciprocal. Which gives you r squared equals, it's what? 0.001. So they are coming out kind of perfect there. Square root, the radius is, but the diameter is 20 yards. Okay. You're going to glue this in.